Now we're going to have some real fun because we're going to make a very professional looking citation page. What you see is easybib.com. I have a pro account, but you can get a free account by signing up and logging in. These are my projects, new project settings. This is my project. Okay, so let's go over here to my projects, and you can see I have quite a few projects already going. So let's just go ahead and create this new project with our Santana project. This project is called, I'm going to fill this out and then I'll come back. Okay, I filled in this field for the project, titled it. This is a drop-down menu, and that's where I came up with English. And of course, you'll do these for all kinds of projects as you go throughout your college career. You'll create bibliographies with any number of different things, but this is for English class. All right, so I'm going to create that. I created that, and here it is. When I click bibliography, that means everything that comes up that I put into this citation box is going to show up in my list. And I know that it's in the correct project because I've written that up here. I've been lost in projects before, so we want to make sure we keep up. Now we're going to go back to this notepad. You remember this notepad that contains the embed code for this, and it includes the lyrics and where we got the lyrics, and it's the article from that official site. These are going to be our 3 citations that we need for this particular citation page. So let's start with this YouTube, and what we're going to want to do is, instead of putting in the entire code, we're going to put in the number so that it can find it easily. Okay, so let's put that in here, and we're going to cite it by clicking Cited. We gave it a second or two, and EasyBib found it. And so that's the one that we want to cite. And we continue to the final step, and there we're going to see some red bars that ask for information. I wouldn't have used red either. I would use blue. Nobody asked me. So we're going to fill this in, and I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'll show you. Okay, so I filled in the red boxes as much as I could. For this exercise, I'm not that worried about the electronic publish date, but you can if you want to. But again, I'm measuring more important things than that for this particular exercise. Create the citation, and there it is. It's both there and it's right down here in this list that's going to be populated. Now it's time to go back to our notepad, and this time we want to cite the lyrics. So let's copy this, put it back in there. So I added that to our bibliography, cite it, give it a second to look for everything. And again, it brought up the red boxes, so I'm going to fill those in, and then I'll be right back. So I filled in what I could for the lyrics, and I go down here and I create the citation. And there it is, the second of our citations, right there in the list. And now for the last one, we're going to go back to that notepad. Aren't we glad that we saved all that stuff in the notepad so we don't have to run around and hunt and find it? Let's open that notepad again. Okay, so we have 2 things left. We have our interview with Nancy, and we have the official site. Let's do this official site first. Just like we did before. We copy it, go back over here, come up to our project, paste it, cite it, let it think a minute. And as you can see, it found the whole thing. Cite this. Continue to the final step. And now the author of this site may or may not be Carlos Santana himself. So we need to go to that website and take a look. So since Carlos Santana did not create this official website, I want to find out who did so I can use it for my bibliography. Here it was really simple. It's just right here. Copy that. Go back to my EasyBib. Remember, it was asking me for more information. So I'm just going to put it in there. And it's going to show up. And we've got that. We have the URL. Create the citation. And there it is. See? Okay, the only thing we have left is this interview that we did with our friend. And there she is, Nancy Simmons, phone interview. So we have that information. We go back to EasyBib. And look, in order to cite using EasyBib, we can cite a book, video, journal, database, 59 options. And look under here where it says interview. And there we can interview it. This was my personal interview. And the interview gal was, okay, and we know that that was by phone, so I can take that out. We know it's an interview because it's already in that thing. 26 October 2018. And we take that out. Anything else we need to add here? I can put down that I was at the interviewer. Okay. There we go. It's all set to go. And create the citation. And there it is. All right. You know what? I'm going to change that to Nancy Simmons phone interview. So I'm going to do that by editing this. So I edited that title to make it crystal clear what this interview is all about, this phone interview. I update the citation, and now it looks much better, doesn't it? I conducted the interview with Nancy Simmons phone interview, blah, blah. Okay. There are our pretty citations. Now we need to create our works cited page so it looks as beautiful as the one that we saw. So we're going to click Select All, Export, Print as a Word doc, down left for MS Word, and that's going to create itself down in my tray in my computer, and it's going to open. And there it is. Now what I want to do up here is I want to enable editing, and that's going to allow me to copy this, and I'm going to go over to that Word document that I was creating for my paragraph that I have written, and I'm going to add this to the bottom. I'm going to show you how. So here we are back over here with my document. And I've done my heading, included my word count, which I obtained by doing review and checking out what the word count was. There's my pretty paragraph, the lyrics, all my paragraph. There's the picture of Santana in performance, and there's my lovely paragraph. And now I need to add that works cited, don't I, that we just completed. Remember, we copied it. Now all I have to do is paste the article and then go back and get the works cited and paste that in. So it's pasted. New Word document. There it is. There's the assignment. There's the remainder of the paragraph. And at the bottom, I'm going to paste the works cited. Now I'm going to save it. and save it as a PDF and be ready to submit this in the Submit Here tab under Assignments for My Music. Watch this tutorial as many times as you need to follow those step-by-step instructions. It gets easier and easier and easier, and this will be a skill that will take you all the way postgraduate school. That concludes this tutorial on documenting the sources for your essay. The paragraph for My Music.